Welcome to this season first edition of the War Eagle Zone. I'm your host, is the Truth. We're gonna start out by this respect to so we got Amanda Black TV, respect time. We're gonna talk about Auburn football at this time right now, and I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna go by till we play our first game. I'm gonna go by the I'm going to tell you. Go ahead and tell you. This is a question. I'm going to tell you. This is why Auburn balance at wide receiver is that is might be our biggest threat. I'll tell you why. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to tell you who we got at wide receivers right now. Cam Coleman, Eric Singer Jr. Right, that's two. That's two. That's two on right there. Then we got Perry Thompson. We got Perry Thompson. Then we got Duke and Eric Smith. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Malcolm Sutton, which he is suspended for right now. Cause you can put, I'm gonna tell you, four different type of wide receivers you can put out there, right? And that's our biggest threat. See, Coleman, we already know how elite, athlete, how much of freak athlete Cam Coleman is, right? We already know what kind of athlete he was. We seen him last year. We seen him last year when he played, and then you got Michael Simmons. Like I said, Simmons is suspended. He is suspended, and focus on the Bassoon top four. You got explosiveness and a large catch radius with Coleman, and an elite route runner with top end speed with Eric Singleton Jr., which Eric Singleton Jr. came from Georgia Tech, right? So that's another thing. He came for Singleton Jr. came for Georgia Tech. So you put any you can put any combination out there. You can put any combination out there. You put Singleton and Simmons or Singleton Bryce Kane with someone like Coleman Fields or Thompson, joining Singleton at out. So you can put any combination you want out there on the field. And then with the wide receivers. Or depending on what you want. Or they can go big at wide receiver, right? Singer can move into the slot, would make way to for any two out of Coleman, Thompson, or Fields. You see what I'm saying? You can go big with the wide receivers. You can go big with the wide receivers. So they're gonna be interesting to see. And I think one of the wide receivers said it's gonna be hard for team to double team them. It's gonna be hard for double. It's gonna be hard for team to double team them. It's gonna be hard for them to double team. And I went back and took a look at it and look at the wide receiver that we have. I like, yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to double team. Who you gonna double team? You're gonna have to pick your parson. Who you gonna double team? And which other one you gonna let loose? Which one you gonna let loose? That's that right there. That shows you that the combination of different type of wide receivers out there, and the route running, the speed, the bigness, all depends on what you're looking for, what the offense called for. So it is what it is. I'm going ahead and said Auburn has given A wide receiver, walk on wide receiver is now his own scholarship. Congratulations to that young man. Cameron King, a redshirt friend from Ocala, Florida, walked on to the Tiger Field football team in 2024. He's back with the team in 2025 and learned that he is now on scholarship. Congratulations to that young man. Congratulations to him. And I'm telling you, you go to a football team, you walk on, you pay the money to go to college your first year. Hey, you doing something? You got to be doing something extra, special, ordinary, and doing something to bring something to your team. Guess what? You will be rewarded. And that young man hard work has been rewarded, right? That young man has been rewarded with us for second year with a full scholarship. Congratulations, young man. Congratulations. Congratulations to him, right? Let's see what. Uh, yeah, and Freeze did in front of the team. That what I like. He did it in front of the team, right? And and the young man said, honestly, it said it was a blessing. At the same time, it's hard. King said, and Freeze asked him a whole lot of questions. Asked him a whole lot of questions. But I tell you, that is a good feeling, right? That's a good feeling. That's a that is a feeling. That's a feeling. That's a feeling. I can't. That's a feeling that the young man gonna remember for the rest of his life. Walking onto a team from last year and getting a scholarship, a full ride scholarship this year. You cannot get better than that. That's a great news for Auburn right there. For that young man in Auburn, got a wide receiver. Guess what? Now let's play football. Let's play football. I'm bringing it on the news. Surprise Auburn Tigers freshman prep for encore. The surprise freshman that is prepping for the encore this year. Here we go. All right, here we go. It was true freshman corner Jacob Crawford was a hidden gem yesterday last year. He was a hidden gem. He was a three-star recruit for Leoborn, Georgia. He saw significant time he saw significant time for Auburn last year at corner, and he said he's not done yet. He's not done yet, and we're gonna see how much you learned from last year. We're gonna see how much you learned from last year. And check this out: opposing quarterback early in the season frequently had tested him, and they quickly found out it was a terrible idea. They yeah, they tested the freshman. You know how quarterbacks are. You're a freshman. You out there for the first time at corner or one of the wide receivers. They gonna keep testing you. They gonna keep testing you. And receiver that he Crawford covered caught just 13 passes and 32 attempts for a healthy 79 yard and two touchdowns. So I gotta tell you, that Crawford kid, he gonna good. And then this season, Crawford, hey, we got a little some more time. We got veteran and multi-year starter K. Lee turns and Champ Anthony. He's medically clear following a gruesome leg injury suffered against Arkansas last year. Then they added Fernando Porter. Two big impact transfer at the position is Strudner, a four-star transfer from Miami, Ohio, who was first team on Matt, and it was then is a two-lane transfer, Rashad Pleasant. That he's a three-star transfer. So it's going to be a lot to see. It's going to be a lot to see for that that back end of Auburn, the corners of safety. See can they hold some other people down? But like I said, yeah, you could. Some players going to be get beat sometime. But this is what I want to see for the Auburn corners. Can they tackle in the open field? I want to see them tackle in the open field. That's what I want to see. I want that. What I want to see. I want to see them tackle in the open field. That's what I want to see. I want to see them tackle in the open field, and that's what it should be. And that's what I want to see. Can they tackle it over field? And I'm going to go give you some injury updates. And they got Michael Simmons suspended. I guess they got him suspended. I'm going to tell you they might have him suspended just to see how the case going to turn out. But that's not here now there. Okay, now I'm trying to find. Hold on. We got Jeremiah Carr. He was injured during last year. He's been up there. Adam Fisher is still being monitored, and here's Auburn injury update. Right, it's a fast stat a little more than a week into the 25 season, and they got a lot of players in yellow non-contact, which is if anybody know football, a yellow jersey is a non-contact jersey. It's a non-contact jersey, right? And nobody's out other than Devin Williams for the spring, right? Come on, I sent you. Hold on, I'm seeing the link down here, Vernon. I'm seeing the link. I'll put the link in the chat. Hold on. There you go. I put the link in the chat. Yeah, and that is significant. And like I said, Jeremiah Cobb, he was injured, and we had who else? Uh, Jeremiah Cobb was dealing with a broken finger. Okay, ahead of count. So he was released for his non-contact destination on Wednesday. So he's out of he was out, he should be out the yellow jersey. Then Adam McPherson have been automatic. Yeah, we definitely need Allen McPherson this year because it was so many games last year that Auburn could have won with special team. A lot of games that could have kept the game close if it was for special team last year. No knock on them other kickers. No knock on other kickers. When you following like the Carson, uh, 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 the Carson and Alec McPherson, it is a lot of pressure on you. It's a whole lot of pressure on you to make field goals. It's a whole lot of pressure for you to make field goals. So, it is, and I'm glad to see he and not Daniel Cuss, but Alec McPherson is coming back. So they still monitoring his health because I think he had in intestinal some over the last year that made the lost weight. That he got basically he gained all his weight back and all that stuff. So we all monitoring all of that. But at the same time, with that being said, Auburn and I'm looking. I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going ahead and say this. The first game against Baylor, the first game against Baylor, I am not expecting us to not. I'm not expecting us not to make mistakes. See, I'm not expecting us as a team, as Auburn Tigers. I don't expect them not to make mistakes the first game. I'm not expecting Baylor not to make mistakes in the first game. I'm not expecting no team this season not to make mistakes the first game. See, I'm looking for them is when they make the mistake. What time? What when would that mistake come? Will it come at a critical time of the ball game? Will it come at a critical time of the ball game? That's see. I don't mind mistakes. I don't mind interception. I don't mind fumble. It's all depends. I don't mind penalties, but that all depends on what portion of that game it comes. All that comes in. Do it comes to do it comes in a critical time of the ball game? That is the question. See, I'm not gonna sit up here and be naive and say my team is not gonna make. I ain't gonna sit up here and think that Auburn is not gonna make a mistake. I'm not gonna sit up here and think that. I never will. Our team's gonna our team gonna make some miscues, miscalculations. Human is when which part of the ball game they're gonna make it in. If they're gonna make it in a critical time or the time when it's not gonna hurt them. That is the question. This right here, like I said, the wide receiver court, boy, that room is locked down. That wide receiver room is locked down. We got seven different combinations we can put out there, right? We got seven different combinations we can put out there. We got seven different combinations that Auburn can put out there, and it all depends on how what combination Hugh Freeze want to use. It all depends what combination Hugh Freeze want to use out there. And the freshman running back, hey, he flashing in early fall camp. He flashing. Hey, I can't take anything away from the guy. I can't take nothing away from. He getting a chance to show what he worked. He getting a chance to show that and with some of the running backs out, see, and I got to agree with some writers. I got to agree with some writers. Our running back room is unpredictable. Our running back room is unpredictable, right? We got we got senior Demario Austin was he was expected to ultimately earn the starting role with Junior Jeremiah Cobb. Then you bring in a UConn transfer, Darrell Robertson, which provides another depth, respect Miss Me, with which providing quality depth and support. At least that what they thought entering. That what Auburn people coaches thought coming into entering camp. But little did they know that freshman running back Omar Madison the second apparently had something to say. He had apparently had something to say in camp about that. What's up, Vernon? What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Hey, but I tell you this right here, bro. It's a lot been going on down on the plains. Can't hear right now.
Yeah, I was just listening to you. I was.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going ahead and get the. I'm going ahead and get the. Go ahead and get. You think should Michael Simmons still be on the team, or should he be off the team? They're gonna get that out the way first of all.
Well. Here's the thing. I think if he was going to be, if he needed to be off the team, he would have been. I think all of the logistics are in place to where, okay, if he did what he did, and if it was at the severity to the point that they say it was, I don't think from a credible standpoint the Auburn coaching staff would allow this player to be on the team any more than they would have allowed DJ Barber to still be on the team. Apparently, with DJ Barber, they had enough evidence to show that he did whatever he did, and it was warranted for him to be off the team. But it looks like with Malcolm Simmons' situation, obviously he's been cleared, and there's enough mitigating evidence to say that you know he's still there. I mean, and he's still a part of the depth chart. And I don't think it's up to you or I or anyone else to determine the legalities of what Auburn has put in place.
Yeah, you're right about that. And what I told other people, I said, yeah, I said they suspended him. And what I'm thinking they doing, they suspended him because they want to see how it plays out in the legal system, see how true that story really is. So, hey, but that wide receiver room is deep, man. That wide receiver group is deep. I didn't know. Hey, I seen them like, man, what Hugh Freeze going to do? He got a different combination to put out on the field.
And see, that's the good thing about Auburn with the recruiting that they've done at the wide receiver position. You got Horatio Fields out of Wake Forest. You have Eric Singleton, who, in my opinion, was one of the more electric wide receivers, especially towards the midseason last year. To do what he did with the offensive concept of Georgia Tech, to where they utilized him in, end rounds, they utilized him in the dig routes, they utilized him in deep routes. He was definitely a threat and really created some havoc for defenses. And then you talk about what Auburn already has with Cam Coleman, who emerged pretty late in the season, but turned out to be one of the better wide receivers among the freshmen in the last 3 games. He had 6 touchdowns, which I think was number one among those receivers, and yardage was pretty competitive as well. And you also have, you have other guys that, really, in my opinion, if it were me, it would create a lot of anxiety for me as a defensive coach to try to defend this, in addition to the additions that Auburn has on the offensive line that gives the quarterback a little bit more protection, and the running back room that is starting to emerge as well in the absence of a couple of guys. And then you have Mapson um, from Auburn, who's getting a lot of praise. And I think Auburn is in a pretty decent position to make some noise, and I think they absolutely have to in that initial game against Baylor.
Yeah, and like I was saying at first, like I'm not expecting my guy go all season not to make mistake, interception, fumbles, and penalties. That's not my worry. My worry is not even worry. It's when they make them critical mistakes. What time of the game? What time? What point in the game they make the mistake? That's what. And I tell them, I don't care what team it is. It's the timing of the mistake. It's time of the interception. Time of the fumble. It's time of the penalties. When and that right there is like I said. I'm not expecting them to be uh, locked in for game one. I'm not expecting
Well,
them to be locked in. Go ahead.
I mean, to be honest with you, I expect them to be locked into since at this point to where there's room for a little bit of error, but as far as a room for um, to give yourself a chance to lose against a Baylor team that you have, severely out recruited. You're much more talented than. Coaches for coaches. There could be some debate there, but on both sides of the football, you've recruited better. You have some of the best blue chips in the nation. You flip guys from Notre Dame. You flip guys from Georgia. And you look at Baylor, who I have a lot of respect for. I think the atmosphere at Baylor is going to be very electric. I think those guys feel like, from their standpoint in the Big 12, that they are, that they should have a seat at the table, considering an 8-5 year last year. I think like 6 games straight down the stretch. So that's a reason for them to feel really good about their program. Auburn, however, from a win-loss standpoint, not as much. Auburn hasn't had a winning season since they went 6-6 the first year, complete disaster the next year. You know, not dealing with not having with the first year, then the second year having a little bit more to work with. And I think I'll just and I was going to do a video on this, and I am going to do a video on this. Auburn was a much better team last year.
Yeah,
They were
yeah, they
much.
will.
They were much. They were. I'll say that it was the first time in a long time that I actually rewatch even an Auburn loss and feel good about what I was looking at. The only thing is, to counter what I was saying a few minutes ago, is situational things are what Auburn has to not allow to get in their way and allow a game like Baylor, for example, if they're up 28-17 quarter, they have to be locked in and understand, hey, we got to figure out a way to win this game. We can't turn the ball over. We can't have an untimely, procedural penalty on offense. We can't have an interception for a touchdown. We can't have a running back that runs for 20 yards and then fumbles the football. It has to be a situation where we legitimately lock in and let everybody understand we have to close this game out. Not only because of the win factor, it's because at this point, Auburn wins are bigger than Auburn wins. Auburn wins based on the future because Auburn doesn't have the best recruiting class right now for the 2026 class. And my
I think they
honest
rate
opinion,
number. I think they rate. I think they got ranked number 70
yeah.
in the
And so,
21st. Yeah,
and a lot of that is dependent, in my opinion, on can Hugh Freeze deliver on the football field what he's talking about on the couches of these kids when he's going to recruit. And if he can, and I'm just going to be straight up, dead honest, real with you, with two consecutive recruiting classes, great recruiting classes, the talent you have, you paid millions of dollars to bring on some of these players. I have no disrespect for Baylor, but Baylor is not a team that Auburn needs to be losing to if they want to make a real statement.
right. And I look at it as some of them games last year and some of those situations you was talking about. Our kicker, our kicker, and I know you felt Dane Carson, Aiden Carson. Then you got McPherson, who got sick last year. I know following them three, it's a lot of pressure was on them kickers last year, and hopefully he can maintain his weight. McPherson.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because a lot of folks. I watch a lot of football. I watch one of my favorite teams to watch, and it's not because of it was Coach. Well, maybe it was because it was Coach Prime. Was because I was really intrigued to see how he made the transition from taking Colorado from a non-factor to a team that's being talked about pretty much every weekend. Now, digging into the X's and O's, I think Colorado lacked up front on offense and defense in a lot of ways, and it showed. However, Colorado had a lot of great skill players at the wide receiver position, and when the running back was able to find room in the between the tackles, he was able to make some things happen. They were actually pretty decent on defense, but they weren't really good interiorly to where they could stop some of the best teams in the country. But what I will note, and something that I saw in a video that I watched just the other day, is what kept Colorado in respectable portions of the game is special teams. They were
Yeah,
able to make those field. They were able to make those field goals. They were able to make really nice punts and put teams in differential positions to where it put them at adverse, in adverse positions. Now, one thing I did see, and I know Deion Sanders, I could see him on the sideline, was livid in that Colorado versus Baylor game last year. They allowed a kickoff return for a touchdown. And I mean, it was really poor coverage downfield. And that's something that even Auburn has to look out for in a game like this, a high anxiety game. You probably are better than your opponent. You probably are more talented than your opponent, but you can't allow turnovers. You can't allow penalties, and you can't allow those intangibles that even the football game to be a factor in a game like this on the road with so much pressure on Auburn to win a game.
yeah, you're right, and that brings me to this point, Vern, is what really burns me up that we got 2010 national championship, right? That 2013 national championship game, and I was thinking, what if Trey Mason would have laid down at the 1 yard line? Then I go through that kickoff where two of our special team player comes up with a cramp and allow that big return. And I'm thinking, what if they would have stopped him before he got that biggest yardage? And like you said, special teams, you got to have all three facets of the ball game. And one thing I do like about Auburn now is the offensive line. They are they jailed last year, and that's I think they're gonna be our biggest takeaway from the Auburn team. The offensive line. What do you think?
Well, the offensive line is going to be key because for one, you want to give Jackson Arnold the time that they feel like he didn't have at Oklahoma to throw the football and kind of survey the field. You also want to have a good offensive line to where you can get an offensive, to where you can get a running game going to create some balance with your offense. Because I think in the SEC or just in powerful football in general, I don't think it benefits you to be one dimensional. Auburn has the running back committee that can, between the four or five of them, can do really well. I look at what you were talking about even against the Florida State game, which goes back to coaching. I think the coaches have to lock in circumstantially after, you've seen this before. You've seen what can happen if you're lackadaisical at the wrong time on special teams. You got to go out there and say, hey, look, I need y'all to be in y'all's lanes. I need y'all to make the tackle, and I need us to live to fight another day. And to be honest with you, when things like that happen, when kickoffs are run back beginning portions of quarters, I don't think coaches pay enough attention to understand how impactful a situation like that is, and they don't have the conversation. I think in this game against Baylor, Hugh Freeze and that coaching staff have to lock in on every situation, especially
Right.
when you look at Auburn between the middle of the second quarter and kind of sort of the middle of the third quarter. That's when things go awry for them. And honestly, I think that's where the coaches need to step in, and that's where the team captains need to step in and say, we have to win this part of the football game if we're going to win the game.
Yeah, you're right. And, and that takes me to the defensive side of the ball. The defense played their butt off last year. Look at the corners we put out there, freshman corners and safeties we put out there, and we had some more a big two big corners. And I think they're going. I think that what people don't think that's the weakest part of Auburn game right now is the back end, the corners and safeties, which I don't think they're going to be a weakness.
I think it will be a little bit different this year. Auburn was one of the, had a lot of adversity with getting teams off the field on crucial third downs. A big portion of that calamity was I just don't think we were fast enough in at the linebacker position in helping covering the hashes. You know what I'm saying? Most of those passes that were caught were between the hashes, and you could see the linebackers kind of chasing the wide receiver down the field. And I think offensive coordinators understood, yes, Auburn is a very good defensive football team from a strategy standpoint, but their weaknesses were at the linebacker position because one, they weren't big enough. Two, they weren't fast enough. Because if you look at all of the conversions that happened, it was always in that middle portion of the hash mark part of the field, and that's where the fast linebackers, agile linebackers can help. Now, I want you to revisit for me for a second, if you can, back in 2018,
Hmm.
Auburn takes Auburn
Without for a minute.
because we were not where we need
He went out for a minute. He went out for a minute, Vernon. I don't know what's going on. Can y'all hear us?
not back in the football game, shock Auburn and win that game. That's kind of how here. Because yeah, we were a great game. Yes, I think they were kind of sort of sound. They weren't as sound as what people would like to think they were. But when it came to the big play, when it came to that big opportunity, offensive coordinators took advantage of the lack of personnel. And I think that's why Hugh Freeze was like, you know what? I'm about this because we're faster, we're longer, we're more agile at that line than we've ever been. And I think that will be one of the reasons why Auburn will improve in some of the areas that we're.
Hold up. Can y'all hear us? Can you hear us? Okay. Vernon, you keep going in and out. You keep going in and out. I don't know. I know you probably have to adjust something, whatever. But I'm gonna get to the let's get to the meat of the problem. Let's get to the meat of the situation. The running back room. The running back room. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, come on back up. I couldn't hear you. That I couldn't hear you. So come back up, get it straightened out, and come on back up. But like I said, that's a very good insight. Like I said, we dissecting what respecting my know Shawanda Williams, Miss Milia, Vernon came up here. We dissected what what our take on Auburn is right now. So thing is, I'm looking for some big things to game one. Would I be surprised if it's a blowout? Yeah, he would be back at next. He'll be up next time. Like I said, would it be a blowout? This is the Auburn pre-show for the football season. We dissected the quarterback. We dissected not the quarterback. We're gonna get to the next show next Wednesday. We're gonna dissect the quarterback and the running back position. We talked about the offensive line, the special team, the defense. You know what I'm saying? And what's needs to be done. So guess what? War Eagle fans, get ready. Auburn Tigers coming. The first game is on Friday. It's on Friday night, 8 o'clock at Baylor, which is the 29th of this month. The game is Friday night, 8 o'clock on Fox. SEC versus the Big 12. So we're gonna see what Auburn working with. And my next show gonna be next Wednesday night. Next Wednesday night, the 13th, August the 13th, and I'm gonna be looking at the quarterback and the running backs, and I'm be specifically looking at the offensive side of the ball. Then the Wednesday that I'm gonna be looking at the defensive side of the ball primarily, and then Wednesday after that, before that Friday game, I'm gonna be looking at the special teams and the coaching staff and see what we had to do to get to. Can Auburn go 9-3, 10-2, 11-1, or 12-0? That is the question. Can they make themselves relevant in the SEC and make the NCAA playoffs? It's bet 225, girl, and that what I like about this season. We can talk a whole lot about different things our team does, but I love my team. I love Auburn Tigers. I love them. I grew up with Auburn Tiger fans, and, and it will be what it is when it comes to football season. It will be what it be when it comes to football season. And I'm going to give you the line on that game. I'm going to get you that line on that game, right? Hold on, I'm gonna give you the line on that game for right now. As it stands right now, last time we talked, I think Saturday it was Auburn was favored by 1 point. Now they are favored by 2 points. So we're gonna wait and see what transpired. Like I said, the big receivers that can run route, got the speed. Who you going to double team? And yeah, it's about can't make them crucial mistakes in a crucial time of the ball game. And that's what I want to see them not do. And go out there, play football, have fun. Let's win these ball game. And guess what? It is what it is. We're gonna do what we got to do to win the ball game. And Hugh Freeze are gonna tell you if you don't show something this year with me, I'm not in too big a rush to. I don't. I'm not. I'm the type of this. I'm gonna give a coach a chance. And with me, you got to do something this year. Hold on. You got to do something this year. Guess what? It is what it is. Respect to Armando. He had a little auto issue, kicked him out. So so he'll be back next Wednesday. Respect the blackout. 225 girls running wing. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. You can hear me clear, loud and clear.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, man. It was yeah. It's StreamYards had a little glitch today. They've had a little glitch today.
yeah,
But yeah, man, that was a great interview you did with Vernon, man. Like I said, man, in the preseason show, man, looking at Auburn's schedule, I see 9-3, worst case scenario 8-4. Um, Anything less than 8 wins, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, man, and I don't care who get mad. Anything less than 8 wins, man, hey, it's time to start shopping around. It's time to start shopping around. Maybe look maybe look to that Indiana coach, or you know what I'm saying, or try to get Matt Rule from Nebraska, or try to get Lincoln Riley down here, because I think Lincoln Riley is ran his course at USC as well.
yeah. And you know me, I like give coaches a chance, right? I like giving coach. I gave Brian Harster a chance, didn't I? I gave him a
Yeah, you
chance.
gave Brown. Yeah, see the thing with Hugh Freeze is, man. Um, I'm looking at the predecessors. I'm looking at the predecessors. I'm looking at, I mean, Pat Dye, Bobby Bowden's son, Terry Bowden. I'm looking at,
Tom Tuberville.
I'm yeah, Tuberville. I'm looking what everybody else did, man. Gene Chisnick, and Gene Chisnick wasn't even an elite head coach, man, but he at least had y'all. Let's say, he came in what, '09. All
Got
right,
the
I'm
national
sorry.
championship.
He came in '08. His first season in '09, man. He had y'all like with a one series away from winning the Iron Bowl. 2010, he took y'all to the national championship game.
We won it.
2011, y'all was in the New Year's BCS game,
Yeah.
New Year's BCS bowl game. So I mean, 2011 wasn't bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. And with the NIL and the transfer portal, and the money that Auburn has, that railroad money down there in Opelika, Auburn area, there's no excuse why a
That's
coach
right.
can't come there and do the same thing that Pat Dye and Bowden and Tuberville and Chisnick did,
Eh,
and Gus did. There's no
Yeah,
reason why.
yeah. And I think why we in this situation is, I think we have said this before. They put the trigger on Gus too fast. They put the trigger on it too fast.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I said that. I said that,
'Cause,
man. I look, man. That man beat Saban more times than any other coach during the dynasty era. So
yeah, besides Tom Tuberville, you see what I'm saying? It's like you pull the trigger now. You go off a hung wall and go hire Brian Harson. Okay, okay.
but
I give him
Tuberville
the.
quit, didn't he? He quit.
I
He
think he
stepped
did.
down, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he going into
Yeah,
politics or something. Yeah, he went to politics or something. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no.
So
He didn't go into politics, man. He was going through something. He had some
yeah,
kind of like some family issues or whatever. So he had to step down. Then he
yeah,
went and coached at Cincinnati for a couple
yeah,
of years, and then he got into politics.
yeah. But I
Mhm.
look at it right here, like like Vernon and I discussed. I think as even as a Bulldog fans, it's you can live with mistakes, interception, fumbles, miscues on offense, miscues on defense. It's when them interception, fumbles, and uh, 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 miscues on offense and defense when it happened that you can't live with. Am I right? That's one of the things that happened to Auburn last year. The miscues on offense, the mistakes that happened between the second and third quarter, and we shoot ourselves that always shot themselves in the foot. We shot ourselves in the foot a whole bunch last year.
And the reason why is that Joshua Whitehead brought up part of the reason why, and I spoke about this the last time we discussed college football. And his question is, what do you all think about the potential of Auburn's secondary? in
I,
2025, and
I'm
I'll
tell
let
you,
you take that one, man.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. That not Coleman, that freshman that played last year.
Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, if I was a quarterback and I see the freshman out there and out there for the first time, second time, third time, guess what? I'm gonna keep trying it. But guess what? They stopped trying him. You see what I'm saying? They stopped trying him. And like Vernon said, it wasn't the corners. The majority was the linebackers that got beat. You see what I'm saying? The corners was locked down. The safety was locked down. And what they don't add it to that secondary this year, man, that secondary is deep. It's gonna be very, very interesting. But my question mark is at the linebacker position. Do we have the big body? But if we do have the big body, do they have the speed? That's what I want to see.
Hmm.
Uh, and we know in secondary gonna get tried. One game, the secondary ain't gonna be on point all the time. We know that. We already.
Hmm.
I don't know why people gonna get their head. Oh, the secondary. I'm like, that's just one game, bro. That's one game. What have I always said about certain players, some players, certain position? That's just one game. What happened the next game? Th- That player, that position comes and lock down the other team.
Hmm.
So you put up the schedule.
Yeah. So because I was hoping you and Vernon was gonna go through this, go through game by game.
Yeah, yeah.
I know this is the first game of the season. I mean, the first
They first
full
game of
week
the
of
year.
practice. Yeah,
Yeah,
full week of practice. But hey, I'm just curious. Like I said, I see 8-4 or 9-3, and I think 9-3, depending on who you beat. If it's a win over Georgia, Bama, and let's say Texas A&M, that a 9-3 record should get y'all in the playoff
yeah,
because you got a quality win over Georgia, quality win over Bama, quality win over A&M.
yeah.
I'm skeptical about Oklahoma. I'm skeptical about the Oklahoma. I'm giving you my prediction here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Hold on, let me get this. This is good. Go back. Go right here. I don't know why they include 2024 on Google.
I
Okay, I think
don't need
y'all will beat Baylor. Baylor will be a win. Ball State will be a win. South Alabama will be a win. I think you're gonna take an L on the 20th. Oklahoma is much improved.
Yeah, but that game,
Um,
yeah, I'm gonna say something about that game. It depends on their quarterback too with Oklahoma. You see what I'm saying? And we know,
Mater is elite.
yeah, okay,
He's elite.
oh yeah, and I think I'm gonna say this right here. It might be a loss. It might not be a loss. I'm gonna put it on Jackson on them. That game gonna be on Jackson on them. And you know
And
how?
and another reason why when who knows him better than Brent Venables?
Yeah, yeah.
Brent Venables recruited him. Brent Venables got tape on him going all the way back to high school and middle school.
And thing, you can have
You
tape
know,
and knowing better, but the thing is, you might know that, but a quarterback still cannot do what you do. But I'm looking at, is he going to go into the game into Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma, to Oklahoma, and try to do too much? You know how players want to get back at a team that they left. Is he going to go in there and try to do too much? That is my thinking. Can't go in that
let
game
me,
and do too much.
well, I mean, that's just my prediction. That's my prediction. You may disagree. I'm just saying it's just too many variables that's working against Auburn going into that game right then. And Oklahoma's loaded this year.
Yeah.
Oklahoma is another dark horse team of mine too.
Uh,
The A&M is going to be a toss up. Could be a potential trap game. I expect it to go in overtime, but I think Auburn can pull it out, which will take y'all into a much needed bye week, a much needed bye week. And I'm calling the upset. A lot of Georgia podcasters are calling this upset right here.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you upsetting Georgia, and then but then I see you beating Missouri. But this right here, I don't have a good feeling about that one. I
Yeah.
don't, I don't know what it is. I'm just my instincts are telling me Arkansas that's going to be a trap game.
Yeah.
Arkansas is going to pull off the upset there. You'll
Yeah.
beat Kentucky, but you gotta let me finish. You'll beat Kentucky, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Gotta be damn careful with this one right here in Vanderbilt. Gotta be damn careful with that one right there. All right. Mercer, you'll beat Mercer, and the playoff spot is gonna come down to this right here. This is gonna be a winner take all. A winner goes to the playoff, loser out.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here.
I'm
That
leaning toward y'all, but it's really gonna be because by then, bro, Ty Simpson will be balling.
yeah.
He'll be balling, bro, by week 12.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here. Uh Josh Whitehead, I see he's an Auburn fan. I can see that. He said he's not worried
Mm-hmm.
about the defense as he is about the offense. And he said if Jackson can't pull it together by game 3, he think Deuce or Austin Daniels would start. Hmm.
Well, here's the thing. I think Jackson Arnold. I think Jackson Arnold will do his thing, and I
Yeah.
don't. And if y'all don't win 9 games, if y'all don't make it to the playoffs, it won't be because of Jackson Arnold.
Mm,
If the
mm.
games, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, the truth. The games that I think y'all are gonna lose, like to Oklahoma, Arkansas, and possible maybe to Bama, it won't be because of your offense. It'll be because of the defense. I know
Uh,
last year the offense cost you game. I think it will be the total opposite this year. I think it will be that secondary.
yeah. But I'm looking at it like this right here. Is offense and if Matt Pearson is still got his weight up, I think I feel a whole lot better. If the offense move the ball, get him in field goal range, I already know he's gonna be automatic. You see what I'm saying? So I feel a whole lot better. Now, I like last year, when I call you like, man, you're like, oh, he got a chance to make a field goal. And what I tell you, I wasn't too keen on our field goal kicker, was I? I wasn't too keen on, but I had to go with him.
Mhm.
But it's like this: we gonna see when the lights come on, get between the white line and the ball, and the offense get out there, the defense get out there. We'll see what they got. And I was talked about that freshman running back that they got with Coleman and Coleman on offense, Jeremiah Cobb and Austin on offense. Them been on injured. That Jeremiah Cobb will be back. He just had a broken finger. He will be back, and he got off the yellow jersey. So he got off the yellow jersey. So that's good. And
Mhm.
and the freshman like, hey, don't forget about me over here. So the running back room is getting talk. The running back room is getting
Mhm.
talk. So the question is, are we gonna be a pass happy team, or are we just gonna do back to the old school? Let's smash the ball up the middle, run around the edges. Let get the defense thinking about the running game first for the passing game. That's just me. That's my opinion. But Auburn should be set to go, and however it turns out, I'm gonna call it like I see it. Even if they win, if I see something I don't like, I did it before. If I see something I don't like, I didn't like that ball game, that unnerved me, I'm going to let it be known. You can ask him, I know. I had called him out a bunch of times doing some stupid after they won the game. So, like I said, some of them games should be winnable. 9-3, 8-4, okay, I can see it. But 10-2, let them know. Don't be surprised. It could happen. But hey, we shall see. But
10-2 is a possibility. 10-2 is a possibility. 10-2 is a possibility. 11-1 is a stretch, but you never know. 9-3. Hold on, man. Never fails me. Every time I'm up on the pencil, I call.
yeah, like I said, anything is possible when it comes to the Auburn Tigers. When it comes to that ball game and this season, that's anybody. Guess what? Everybody gonna start the season on 0-0, 0 wins, 0 losses. That's how it's gonna start off. So
Okay, I'm back,
go ahead.
bro. I'm back. I apologize about that. I see a strong 9-3. A team, and like I said, this you can ask for a better scenario for Hugh Freeze. Okay, this right here, he'll get an extension. But I just got a feeling. Look, man, nothing less than 8. I'm serious, man. Nothing less than 8, man. There's no way in hell I don't see 5 losses on this
Mm-mm.
schedule. I do not see 5 losses.
I
Now,
don't even see. I don't even see 4 losses.
he
I don't
lay
even
an
see 4.
egg, if he lay an egg on that Friday night, bro, on the 29th, if he lays an egg on that night, all hell gonna break loose.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All hell gonna break loose. I'm serious, man. He gonna be on the major hot seat.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here. Last year, what DJ Durkin was working with last year, that defense, but but you could you could attest to this. Majority of the people out there on that defense were freshmen. Am I lying? What he did with that defense last year, it
Mm-hmm.
was they kept Auburn in the ball game. They kept
Mm-hmm.
Auburn in the ball game, but the offense just stuttered and miscalled timeout, miscommunication, all that stuff, execution at critical times of the ball game. So uh, guess what? We don't have no excuse for the offensive line. The offensive line is back together, so we ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
excuse. So can't blame the offensive line. So all this comes down to execution when it comes to Friday night, the 29th. So
Yeah, that's gonna set the tone for the season, bro. Y'all win, go down there and win convincingly. That'll set the tone for this. But if y'all go down there and lose, man, all hell gonna break loose, man. You gonna have division in the locker room, the coaching staff, is the fans is gonna be in the uproar. Oh, hey, you know how Auburn fans are. You know how
yeah,
you know how
uh,
your fellow Auburn fans are.
hey, I'm gonna
They
say,
are,
go ahead, Fisher.
I'm just saying, bro. If y'all go down to Waco and take a L to that Baylor team, man, that y'all are clearly on paper better than, all hell gonna break loose, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say some of these, what you call some of the Georgia fans, the Disney dog fans. Hey, I'm gonna call them Disney Tiger fans, right? If you don't respect look, look. If they go down there and get blowed out, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, I'm gonna be mad. But as Vern said, hey, Baylor is improved. You see what I'm saying? Baylor is
Yeah,
improved.
but
They,
y'all are. It's a reason. It's a reason why it. Look, man, I've been watching a lot of preseason shows, bro. Even on Paul Feinbaum, they are picking y'all as a dark horse. They are picking y'all as one of the teams that could be on the bubble of making the playoffs. See, you can't You know, this ain't last year, bro. Where you can fly under the radar. Everybody see the same thing that I see. Everybody see that this team is loaded with talent this year, and it's not no damn excuse why y'all shouldn't win at least 8 games. I'm
Yeah,
calling more than 8 games because I'm picking a couple of upsets.
yeah,
I'm picking the upset down in College Station, and I'm picking the upset only because y'all will be coming off a bye week. And I think y'all can catch us sleeping that night. It'll be a night game in Jordan Hare. Yeah, I think y'all can catch us sleeping.
yeah.
But
I would say that. Yeah,
if
go
y'all
ahead.
come out and lay an egg against Baylor, man, that's
Yeah,
that's gonna derail the rest of the season, bro. That ain't gonna
yeah.
be good.
I would say this right here. We should Auburn Tigers should football team should not have no excuse. We're deep at running back. We deep at we deep at the on the defensive front. We deep in on the back end. We deep at wide receivers. And we got three capable quarterbacks that can get the job done. So it should be no excuse. Guess who it all falls? You know who it all falls on now, don't it? Not just who frees, not just who frees. He's just the head coach. It comes down to that coaching staff. How prepared that coaching staff going to have them players? The head coach just get all the glory when they win. Get criticized when they lose. Hey, that's just part of the game. Just like a quarterback, they get criticized. They get the praise when they win. Get criticized when they lose. How well prepared are the Auburn Tigers coaches going to have them players? We shall see. What is today? What is today? The 7th? Yeah, the day the 7th.
Let me ask you
No,
a
day the
question.
6th. Day the 6th. I bet. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. This is year number what for Hugh Freeze?
I think number 3 or number 2.
He came in 2023.
Number 2. You're number 2 right here. Number 3. He came in 2023.
Oh,
So
yeah. That was the year that Brock Bowers saved us down there in Jordan Hare. That was Hugh Freeze's first year. Okay, what did he do year 3 at Ole Miss? Do you remember?
I can't even remember what he did at Ole Miss. What did he do? Tell her.
He took them to their first ever uh New Year's Six bowl game.
Oh boy. Yeah.
They went to the New Year's Six bowl game, and that was the year. Remember, the state of Mississippi was popping in 2014. Mississippi State was ranked number one at one time, and Ole Miss was right behind them, ranked number 2.
And boy,
He did that in Oxford. He did that in Ole Miss. Ole
yeah,
Miss ain't nowhere near money-wise, resources-wise, nowhere near on the level of Auburn University.
yeah,
So if he can pull all of that off down there at Auburn, I'm sorry, at Ole Miss, I know damn well in year 3, with this schedule right here, you ain't got to worry about Texas. You ain't got to worry about LSU. You ain't got to worry about South Carolina. You're
oh,
catching Georgia at the right time. Coming off a bye week, you're going to be coming off a bye week. We're going to be coming off a tough physical game with Kentucky.
oh yeah,
And
oh
you
yeah,
got Bama at home.
yeah. And I want to say this
you
right
can't
here.
ask for no better scenario than that, man. Come on now.
I'm like this right here. I think we got Oklahoma. We got Oklahoma before we got y'all, right? I think.
Yeah, but that'll be on the road. That's one I got y'all down for a L on that one. I
But
got y'all down.
if, like I said, if Auburn and Georgia come in that Auburn Georgia game undefeated, that definitely going to be an 8 o'clock game. That
Mm-hmm.
definitely going to be. It could be a 6:30 game, although we know about third and fourth quarter it's gonna be nighttime. But definitely when 8 o'clock hit, if Auburn Georgia come in that game undefeated, even if Georgia coming in one loss or Auburn coming in one, that's still gonna be an 8 o'clock game. That gonna determine
if Georgia come there with one loss, I'm gonna have to change my pick. But I think Georgia gonna come in there undefeated, and y'all gonna catch us sleeping.
Yeah, like I said,
And I'm not the only Georgia fan predicting that. Uncle Lou predicting it.
what?
Brooke
What, Uncle
Austin
Lou?
is predicting it. Yes, Jim Dunnan today. I was shocked. Jim Dunnan predicted it. He said, "Fellas, because it's three of them that does that podcast." He said, "Fellas, I'm gonna have to be because they was like, oh, we're gonna beat Auburn. We're gonna go down there. We'll have the number twos in by the third quarter." And Jim Dunnan was shaking his head. You know how Jim Dunnan is, man. He's a
Oh
little
yeah,
comedian. He was shaking his head. He was like,
yeah.
"I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. I don't think we're getting out of there with a win this time. We shouldn't have 2 years ago."
Yeah, he looking like right here. It
He
seems
said,
like
Bro Bowles ain't walking through that door. Bro Bowles ain't walking through that door. Bro Bowles ain't walking through that door on the 11th of October.
but I look like this right here. It this season.
9-3 will get y'all in the playoffs with a win
Yeah,
over Georgia and a win over Alabama. It got to be quality wins. It can't be a scenario where losses against Georgia, Bama, and Texas A&M, and your only quality win is Oklahoma. That ain't gonna get you in there.
yeah, and
They
the
ain't gonna get
thing
you in
that
there.
I'm like this right here with that. I'm gonna turn it to overall. I'm turning this overall. Although this is a world, I'm turning it to this right here. ACC
Even
big.
225 girl predicting it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Y'all are not flying under the radar. Y'all are not flying on the way. Oh no, you ain't been paying attention. Y'all are not flying on the radar. Paul Feinbaum predicting it. The Heather Dinich is predicting it. Trevor Madoff is predicting it. What's that dude? Joey Galloway is
yeah,
predicting it. Yeah.
yeah, and well, Ray McElroy, he said something. I was surprised he said something positive about Auburn. I'm like, what? That shocked me. I'm like, okay, but I,
Yeah.
look. You know what? I look me. I'm not that naive. I know we're not flying out on the radar. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I know that.
Mm.
But I look at this right here with that schedule. This goes to the ACC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, the SEC, to all the schools. Right? If you playing a ranked opponent, you got to beat that ranked opponent. Right? You got to beat them. That is considered a quality win, ain't it?
Well, it ain't just that. It's a rivalry game.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
and this is why I don't understand why some Georgia fans was in the uproar today when Jim Dunnan made that. He's saying the same thing. Uncle Lou, they were getting on Uncle Lou. They were like, Uncle Lou, what you smoking? Brooks Austin. There were a couple of people and they were like, oh, I'm unsubbing. People, Georgia fans, it's a rivalry. How many? Think back to when Mark Richt was coaching. How many times Auburn would come in there ranked in the top 5 and we would be unranked? 2014. Let me give you a perfect example. 2014. Auburn was was in line to go. They were getting ready to go to the playoffs. Y'all were inside the top 10. We had fell out to like number 19 or something like that because we had just got blowed out by Florida. And the following week, Auburn came to Athens and we blew them out. Anything can happen in a rivalry game. Anything. It could go either way. Anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if Auburn beats Georgia.
and
And
think about
Jordan had.
this.
It's
Hey,
hard to
think about this.
win down there.
Think about that. 2017. What? Georgia, Alabama. Georgia was ranked number 1. Then Bama ranked what? Number 2. Whoever. Nobody.
Bama were ranked number 1. When y'all beat us, Bama moved up to number 1.
I talk about before that.
Both teams came there ranked number.
I talk about before that. Before Bama was ranked number 1 before we beat y'all. And who gave Auburn the chance to win the 2 ball game? Nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no 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 no. Go back and watch that game day clip from that day. Um, Joey Galloway. No no no, not Joey Galloway. Was it Desmond?
Yeah,
Desmond
Desmond
Howard
Howard.
picked
Yeah,
Auburn. Desmond Howard picked Auburn. Of course, the guest picker, whoever y'all guest picker was, picked Auburn. And Lee Corso put that tiger head on, bro. Lee Corso put that tiger head on. Go pull it up.
yeah,
Lee
yeah.
Corso put that tiger head on, man.
But what I was saying, besides them, you said besides them. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all were good that year, bro.
And we were
Y'all were
good.
like, okay,
Y'all were better.
pull up y'all ranking. Pull up y'all ranking that day. Y'all were
2017.
in the top 10.
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go.
Y'all were not ranked low that year, man. Y'all
Hold
had
on.
took Clemson to the limit in 2017. You had a 20-point lead on LSU. LSU got lucky and beat y'all, but then y'all came back and went down to College Station and blew Texas A&M out. Blew them out of Kyle Field. Y'all beat them by 30-some points that year, man. Y'all beat the brakes off everybody else on their schedule until you got to Atlanta and played that rematch game against us.
Yeah, but like I said, it was that right there.
And we don't know what would happen if Carry On was at full strength.
Yeah,
now I will admit that we don't know what could have happened because the game was close until the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like we are not going to see to what happens to the game between them white lines. We can look at practice. Look, practice like Jim Moore said. Practice. No, that was AI. Allen Iverson. Practice. Shoot, I know when you play football in high school and I played football in high school, I got tired of practicing. I got tired of hitting my own teammates.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: the hardest part of the entire process was camp and practice. Practice was harder than the game. The games were easier.
Yeah,
Friday nights were easy. It was Monday through Wednesday that we call here.
Hey, cause I'll tell you, practice. We know they're going through practice. This right now got day the 6th. Auburn got 23 more days for that Friday night game. Let's hope. Let's be hopeful. Let's be hopeful. Because I know that probably that Thursday or Wednesday gonna get into Waco. They'll probably do a walkthrough that Wednesday or Thursday, or both Wednesday and Thursday. But that Tuesday on back, let's just hope. Let's pray that Auburn do not get no injury getting ready to go into that ball game. That's the only problem.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. That game, I'm calling it right now. That game right there that I got up on the screen, the winner will be going to the playoffs and the loser will be left out.
Yeah,
the loser. I'm telling you, man, the winner gonna get in. The winner gonna get in, and the loser gonna be out. It's gonna come down to the Iron Bowl. That's what's gonna make that Iron Bowl. That Iron Bowl gonna be lit this year because there's gonna be so much on the line.
Yeah, and when the last time Bama and Auburn, it came down to the winner getting in, and the loser being out in them games.
2017.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this right here. If it weren't for Georgia, Bama wouldn't have got in. You know what I'm saying? Bama wouldn't have got in. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know I'm right.
Okay, so let's go back and look at. Hold on. Let's go look at. Hold on. Let's pull up the 2017.
Hey, how many losses did y'all come in that game? That game?
Hold Let me pull up 2017 uh, ranking. Hold on, let me pull up selection week standings 2017. 2017. 2017. Selection day. It would have been Auburn, Oklahoma. It would have been Auburn playing Oklahoma in the Rose Bowl. It would have been Ohio State playing Clemson. It would have been Ohio. It would have been Ohio State playing Clemson in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. Like I said. Oh, you be Nick Saban? Them ain't sitting Kirby Smart on BKO Flag. I think you let us anything about that.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to think now. Okay, so I know they beat Michigan that year, but who the hell did they lose to? Who did Ohio State lose? Let me pull an Ohio State record that year. Ohio State. Okay. Okay. So Ohio State were ranked number 5 behind Bama. Bama was 4. Georgia was 3. So Auburn would have been 3 or 2. I think Auburn would have been 2. Oklahoma would have been 3. Clemson would have been number 1. And either Wisconsin or Ohio State probably would have jumped Bama. Yeah, that's probably how that would have went. We would have been out though, because that would have been 2 losses for us.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I said Nick Saban, that team needs to send Kirby Smart a thank you card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like this right here: a 12-team playoff, 2 losses, 3 losses, all depending on how many quarters of wins you have. And I'm looking forward to this season, this Auburn football season. And like Armando, he do not sugarcoat it for his team, and I don't sugarcoat it for my team.
I agree with 225 girl. 225 girl said these must be Disney dog bandwagon fans. That's exactly what they are. Most of them Disney dog fans are bandwagon fans. Anyone who knows that in rival games, you're not gonna always win every year. And I've been saying this. I've been saying this for the last 2 years. That if there's anybody that knows how to coach up a team in big games, is Hugh Freeze.
Yeah. And how many times have we seen 2013? Well, we played y'all at home, right? Played y'all at in Athens. No. Jordan.
It was a night.
Fourth and what? 28. Who would ever thought? Who would have ever thought that Auburn would have won that game?
It was. Let me tell you something, man. It was just y'all year. You know what, man? Every championship run, every team that has won a national championship or has gotten to the national championship game, they had some kind of lucky fluke win along the way.
Yeah, but not one. They had 2 back to back.
That kick 6, I call that. I just think
that
showed that was a bad. That was one of the worst coaching. That was one of them. What the hell you doing? Coaching moments, man. Because any other time, I think Nick Saban would have just took a knee and ran the clock out. You don't. And if you gonna attempt a field goal, you would put some players on the field. Mika Fitzpatrick, no, well, he wasn't there at the time. You would put, man, you would put D. Milner or Clinton Dix. None of them were on the field.
Nope.
CJ Mosley, nobody that could run was on the field that night. Nobody.
And think about this right here. For Nick Saban called that timeout, right? Gus had somebody else back there. Not Davis. He had Davis back there. When Nick Saban called that timeout, he put Davis back there.
Man, he put Davis back there. He told Davis to go back there when he saw Nick Saban bring all them fat dudes out there.
Yeah, yep.
The only one that can half-ass run, but he's only one man. He was coming from way on the other side of the field, and he got there too late, and that was Sincere.
Mm-hmm.
That white dude,
mm-hmm.
But he was fast for Bama. He played safety. He was the only one on the field that was fast enough to catch Chris Davis.
Yeah, and
nobody else that was on the field on that play could have caught.
And I'm like, I'm telling you what, when I saw that Georgia play, when he caught that ball, I'm like, when I forgot who that was caught that. That was the other wide receiver, not Chris Davis. When he caught that ball against Georgia, I'm like, I was shocked, bro. I was shocked. When Nick Marshall threw that ball, I said, that's an INT. That's an interception right there. Game over. When that Georgia player knocked it out of the other Georgia player hand and the receiver caught it in stride, you know how many, I know there was some Georgia fans and some Auburn fan mouth dropped on the floor that night. Then come back the next week and have a kick six. I know some Bama fans were feeling sick to their stomach. Hey, that goes.
Right there, that right there, that prayer in Jordan Hare pretty much was the beginning of the end for Mark Richt. That was the beginning of the end for Mark Richt.
There was no bad defense.
It wasn't no bad defense, man. It was just it just how many times, man, that was the second year that we lost a game on where the secondary just blew the Damian Swan the year before in the SEC championship game against Bama, and then the prayer in Jordan Hare. Because remember at that time now, had we won that game, we still could have got to Atlanta.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been Missouri.
It wouldn't have been Missouri. It would have been us.
Yeah.
But
hey. It happened. 225 girl said that tip pass every time they show it. She quickly changed the channel.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tell you what, that don't hurt as bad as that damn 2nd and 26. That damn 2nd and 26 hurt. I ain't gonna tell you. I don't think I'll ever be able to get over that 225. Girl.
Yeah,
I will never, ever. I don't care how many national championships we win from here on out. I will still never forget 2nd and 26. That right there hurt worse than 20. That hurt me worse than 28-3. I ain't even gonna lie. That 2nd and 26 hurt. That hurt me more than 28-3. Because I felt the Falcons. I just felt the Falcons were gonna find a way to F that up. You know what I'm saying? But 2nd and 26, man. Normally, when we have a team down 13-0 or 20-7 going in the fourth quarter, you ain't coming back on our defense.
But I'm gonna say this right here. Like we said, rivalry games, Georgia, Auburn, Georgia and Florida. You got to go with Bible said Georgia, Texas, Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, LSU. Anything can happen in the ball games. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. Anything can happen, man. In the rivalry games, anything, man. Hey,
You throw
I
records
done
out the
seen
way.
all kinds of.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you
You
throw
see?
records out the way.
Yeah, you throw record out the window. I
Hmm
don't care how.
Throw
Look,
records. Yeah.
look. I don't care that the teams that in rival game coming there 1-9. When it comes to that game, they coming in there to prove something. I don't care what team coming in there with a losing record or half decent record, whatever. And what team look good on paper, what team don't look good on paper. I'm looking, hey, bro. I'm looking forward to this season, bro. I can't wait to Auburn get. Man,
Hey,
come on, come
and,
on.
hey, look, and if anybody doubt or feel the need to sleep on your rival opponent, ask them people up there in Columbus, Ohio, how they felt going into that game. The last thing, if you would have told any Ohio State fan, oh, you gonna win a national title, but however, shout out to Vincent Turner, however, you're gonna lose to Michigan in the horseshoe. They would ask you what you was smoking.
Oh, I took
they, they,
look. Hey, look here, and I took Michigan in that game. And guess what? I'm going to say it. I'm taking Michigan in this year too.
I don't know about that. I don't
I'm
know
taking
about that.
Michigan. I'm
That's
taking Michigan
another.
again. That's
Hey
another
man,
subject.
if that man lose 5 in a row, this will be this will be 3 in a row to Sharon Moore, and he will be 0-5 this decade. This decade now, he will be 0-5 this decade. Man, they're gonna run him up out of Columbus. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
gonna run. The only way he will be able to save his job, he would have to run the table again and win the national title.
And I don't see it.
Hell no. I don't see
Yeah,
it happening.
but with that being said, War Eagles is on the pair. War Eagles on his back. Like I said, next Wednesday night, I'm going to talk about the quarterback position. And what is another position I need to talk? Another position I need to talk about. And the running back position, I'm going to talk about that since I got the other position out the way. And like I said, Auburn fans, if we lose the first game, don't get too down. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too down. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough roll ahead, but ain't like it can't be accomplished. They can lose the first game and win 9 straight, eight games, or 10 games and go 10-2. So don't get your head down. It ain't it. That's just the first game of the year. I'm sure I ain't
And
gonna
let
get
me
my
ask
head down in the game.
nah, no, because you got 11 more games after that. But I'm just saying it's not gonna to lose to Baylor. See, the thing is, losing ain't a problem. It
It's
ain't.
how you lose.
If it's who you lose, no, it's who you lose to. It's who you lose to, and then how you lose to that team.
Hmm.
Like, look, losing to Georgia or A&M or Bama won't hurt that bad, but losing to Missouri, Vandy, Baylor, or Arkansas, any team that you're supposed to beat or that you're favored to beat, that's what's going to hurt. That's what that committee is going to be looking at.
But I'm going to the flip side of that. Let's just say
Because if you're
Baylor.
standing there, if Auburn is standing there 9-3, and Michigan is standing there 9-3 on Selection Sunday, that will be the conversation.
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah,
look at your wins and your losses, who you won against, and then they're gonna compare to who you lost to.
yeah. And I look at it right here. The teams that you lose to, only thing you can hope for is that team have a good season. That's the only thing you can hope for. But I'm like this.
And Baylor gonna be on the bottom tier of that Big 12, bro.
Yeah, but
Nobody, no Big 12 podcaster has them even competing for getting anywhere near Dallas for the Big 12 championship game.
yeah, we know how some people prediction goes, right? Hey,
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Come on, I mean, Ohio. I'm going by there. Utah's loaded.
Yeah.
Utah, all those players on defense that were injured last year, they're back. They did not go in the NFL. They had a high retention rate. They had a lot of players return for their for their senior year. So Utah is going to be loaded. BYU is going to be loaded. Kansas State is going to be loaded. Iowa State is going to be they are going to be damn loaded. And Colorado is going to be pretty good too, but I'm not really, I don't think they'll get in the playoffs, and I don't think they'll win the Big 12, man. Iowa
Okay.
State, Utah, Kansas State, Arizona State, and don't sleep on Houston and West Virginia.
Yeah. And here's better schedule after they play Auburn. They got SMU at SMU. They got Sanford, which is Alabama team. So that should be a win for them. Got
Don't
Arizona
sleep on
State.
them. Don't
Yeah.
sleep
Oh
on
yeah.
them.
Yeah. And they got Arizona State at home. Then they got to go Oklahoma State. Got Kansas State at home. Got to go to TCU. Got to go to Cincinnati. UCF got to come to Baylor. Utah got to come to Baylor. Baylor got to go to Arizona. And Houston got to go to Waco. So just about all that tougher game is at home.
Mm.
Boy.
Let's see that.
Huh?
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
You got to win that one. You got to make a
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to say this here. I want to win that ball game. I'm guarantee Auburn going to win that ball game. Auburn is going to win that ball game. See, and
you got to, because you if you're gonna put it like this, if you're gonna lose, let it be to either Oklahoma, A&M, or Georgia.
I'm putting it like this right here.
One of the four. Any other team outside of those four is gonna count against you with that committee.
But like I have said on previous shows, Auburn is coming into that Georgia game undefeated. They coming to that game undefeated. Yes, I said. Yep. They're going to North Oklahoma and beat Oklahoma. Yes, I said it. Hey, cause they got too many weapons at wide receiver. They got too many people. Too many running back. See what I'm saying? So who you going to double team on at wide receiver? So you gonna have
the thing about the thing about going to Norman, if you can take that crowd out of the game early, you take that crowd out of the game early. It's like going to Neyland Stadium. when you go up there and you jump up, this is Kirby's goal. Every time we go to Neyland Stadium, jump on them early and jump on them often, because they are not like the Kentucky fans and the Auburn fans that just will scream and hey, the team could be behind goddamn 40-0, they'll still be loud.
Cause I'm tell you why it is. If the offense ain't clicking, you seen it this year. And when the defense is playing their butt off, that crowd is still in the ball game. See what I'm saying? If one is not the Auburn fan, see, we gotta get it. I don't care if we go to one of them offset ball game, like Ball State, whatever, one of them games right there at Jordan. I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just want to be in that stadium to feel that atmosphere. Cause once you go to a football game, like we go to Georgia, to Athens, right, to one of them games, right? Just want to be in that atmosphere and feel it. And we want y'all as our supporter to feel what we feel. Man, it's nothing like a drilling rush. That drilling rush that you get. You know what I'm saying? What you get, because you can sit in the house all day long. How many times you sat at your house and watch the sun? We get excited, jumping up, down, running around. That's an adrenaline rush, but not like you being there. But Auburn fans, y'all better get ready. Go ahead.
Let me answer 225 girls statement. She said, if Oklahoma struggles again this year, will the coach be sent packing? I doubt it. Here's two things that Brent Venables has working for him. You see, that's Oklahoma. That ain't Texas. If that was Texas, I would agree with you. That's Oklahoma. Oklahoma ain't too much of a sexy job. Remember, this is the same. This is the same Oklahoma that couldn't find a damn coach to fill in for that ball game. I mean, for that bowl game when Lincoln Riley left. When Lincoln Riley left, what's the name? The old coach had to come back.
Stoops.
Yeah, Stoops had to come back. Bob Stoops had to come back and coach that bowl game when Lincoln Riley had jumped ship and went to USC. So Oklahoma ain't really a sexy job. And here's the second thing he has working for him too. It's only his second year in the SEC. The transition from the Big 12 to the SEC. He can use that as that. I think that'll buy him another year. Now, 2026, I think that'll be his nail in the coffin. Not 2025. 225, girl.
Yeah, and I think so. I think so too. And the format just a one flat out division out to the east or west. I kind of like that because it brings some more into it. And like I said, our fan, get ready for this ride because I'm sure ready for. I'm hanging on, bro. Hey, I got me a
if
new
they
Auburn.
Bring in.
Go ahead.
I want to say this real quick. If they bring in the rumors are circulating that North Carolina and Clemson are coming to the SEC. If that happens, they need to go back to divisions. And play a 9-game conference schedule. Go to the divisions. Bring Auburn to the east. Send Missouri to the west. Okay, and North Carolina, you got North Carolina and Clemson. Let them be in the east. So you got Auburn, North Carolina, Clemson in the east, and leave Bama in the west. Salute to your static. But you need to go to divisions. But that west is gonna be loaded. That goddamn west gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this: go and if you still got that link, if anybody still got that link, I think I still put that link in my community chat. I think the voting is. I think it ends the 7th, and hopefully my little cousin, which hopefully she will get to be the top 20. She currently is 8th to go to the next round. Hey, let's keep her in the 8th spot. Hey, she in a good spot. She ain't down in 19th. That's a good thing, bro. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Anything inside the top 10 is a good spot to be in.
Yeah. Go vote, and I will go back and get the link and drop it on my community wall. Y'all go vote for her. Hey, because we like to see young people do good, and I think Auburn is a good school for everybody. And my niece, who's got 2 more years, she said she want to go to Auburn. She said that before she even was in school, and she still continues. She want to go, and no, I did not coerce her to say she want to go to Auburn. So for everybody go say that. You know that, but people gonna be thinking, right? You know that people gonna be thinking, right? I didn't it's her own decision. I came in like, what college you sure you want to go to Auburn? She said, yeah, okay. I found that. I'm like a mono right now. I don't care what school she go to. Long she
go to school, bro, get an education.
Yeah. And what she studied, hey, it's up to her.
That's the most important thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I said, it's hard to get in Auburn. It's hard to get in Georgia. It's hard to get in Georgia Tech. It's hard to get in Notre Dame. It's hard to get up in USC, UCLA. It's hard to get up in them schools.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get up in them schools. But like I said, Auburn, Jordan Hare at nighttime. I don't think no team want to come in there at nighttime. Hey, I know Armando said he don't want to play at nighttime. You wish it was a noon game, don't you?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You gonna see a lot of. I think, man, I'm gonna make this prediction right now. Don't be surprised if college football starts scheduling some morning games
Hmm.
like 10 a.m. 10 a.m. games. Here's another thing too. What I'm hearing that ESPN getting ready to do: a red zone for college football.
Hmm. Okay.
That
Okay.
boy, can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Can you like they got the NFL red zone? Can you imagine them having a college football NCAA red zone?
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, bro, at Auburn is I don't they didn't I don't think they ranked in the preseason. I don't even think they ranked. So oh well, guess what? Whatever
Well, they
team
weren't
had
ranked in. They weren't ranked in 2010. They weren't ranked in. I don't think they were ranked in 2013 either. No, they weren't
uh,
ranked in
uh,
2013 because they was 0-8 in the
yeah,
SEC in
yeah,
2012.
yeah. So it cause preseason ranking on me the doggone thing. And like I said,
Man, that's
although
just a
we
popularity contest.
yeah, I'm like this.
Popularity contest. That's
I'm
all
like
it is.
this. Although we not flying on the radar, and some games we probably not predicted to win, but guess what? We always pull them out somewhere or another. And what we seen last year with Auburn make a critical mistake on offense at critical time of the game is not going to happen this year. And like I said, uh, that Pearson place kicker is back. Long as he can keep up the weight, guess what? I take a close game, put him out there, kick a field goal for the win. That's just me. That's just me. Any other final thoughts, bro? And shout outs.
Hey, it's that wonderful time of the year. Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight for this great interview between D True, my bro, and Vernon Speaks. Y'all make sure y'all sub up to his channel too as well. And hey, man, it's a great discussion. It's college football season. Oh, and hey, man, Shador versus Bryce Young Friday night.
Ooh.
All eyes gonna be on that preseason game between Cleveland and Carolina Friday night.
Hmm. Hey, hey, bro. Hey.
Hey, man, they said they already expecting. They said that's gonna be the most watched preseason game in NFL history. You know, everybody gonna be tuned into that one. I'm telling you, man, SmackDown gonna take a hit in ratings that night.
Wait, Friday night?
Friday night, bro.
Oh well, but guess what? And for all y'all that were waiting for my reaction to SummerSlam Sunday night and my reaction to Raw, sorry, it it was a little late for me to do that on Sunday and a little late for me to do it on Monday night. But I'm going to tell you my
What's your
reaction.
grade? What's your
I,
grade in
I,
your
I, I,
reaction?
hey, it ain't no A's minus. Hey, I gotta get that mug an A on SummerSlam night two. I gotta give it A, bro. I gotta get it A.
I gotta give it an A. Man, that night too. That night too. That's why I said they need to do it on one night. They need to just make SummerSlam a one night event. Night two was off the chain. Night two was that match between Cody Rhodes and John Cena, man. That I gotta rank that up in the top five greatest matches of all time.
Hmm. And that shocking return, which was no shock.
Mhm.
We kind of hinted around it
I felt
before.
him coming back. I felt Brock Lesnar coming back, but I didn't think it was gonna come for John Cena. I thought maybe he would come for
Cody Rhodes
Gunther or Seth Rollins.
and Gunther is out indefinitely. So he did wind up really hurting himself.
Yeah,
So
broke nose.
so well, I'm
And
gonna tell you,
Roman Reigns will be gone until Survivor Series.
that is in November.
He's gonna be working on the movie. He's gonna be working on the movie.
Yeah, and I think that Survivor Series War Games I'm kind of seeing it's gonna be SmackDown versus Raw, or they're gonna have Fashion versus Fashion. That's what I waiting to see. You know how that goes. So
What I will tell you this now. Uh, I hope they include NXT in it because what went down last night.
oh Lord, have mercy, what you talking about?
Moose, Oba, the young kid and Trick
Lord G.
Williams against Dark State. That would be a hell of a done
So the war games.
War Games match.
Yeah, yeah,
But I think
and
they would need one more member though. They would need one
yeah,
more member to make it five. War Games originally five, man. Five on
yeah,
five.
yeah. And Tatum Paxson, she had a good showing against Sol Ruka, and hey, she gonna be up there sooner or later. But that Dark State, they picked the wrong four to come out there against.
Hmm.
Come on now, you picked the wrong four to come out there against. But hey, next
That's a dream team now. That's a dream team.
next Tuesday night we
Javon
got
Evans, Trick Williams, Moose, and Oba Femi, man, that's a dream team now, bro.
then you got next week you got Nile Jax and Lash Legend next Tuesday.
I like that new look they gave Lash.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like that new look.
and then you got who then I think at in what is going on? Javon Evans and Trick Williams going 1-on-1 to see who faces over Femi at Heat Wave. So they got a lot. I gotta say, Shawn Michaels and the writers NXT, they doing a better job right now. They doing a better job.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, yeah. And you said that game this Friday or next Friday?
This Friday, bro.
I'm be going back and forth. I'm be going back and forth.
Should, hey, should
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Hey, I'm be going back and forth, but I'm gonna have SmackDown recorded anyway. So yeah.
Yeah,
Even if I
that
come,
what I'm saying. SmackDown recording. That game ain't gonna record. I want to see that in real time,
yeah,
man. I want to see that in real time. Cause look, uh, he's starting. He's
yeah.
starting.
It gonna be. You know, it's that time of year now. All this rain, the coolness coming in. You know, gonna be hot and everything else. Boy, it get hot. Like Ned said, it get hot up in here, and we will see you. See, you doing anything tomorrow?
No, no. I would like to do something Saturday. College football show on Saturday, but
Yeah,
not tomorrow.
yeah. I might do a little something, but I ain't figured out what I'm talking about yet. So it's just bad. Probably just I think I had to hit you know who up and see
Hmm.
if she's ready to do it about 7 8 o'clock tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
we we are 20 East Media Sports Network, and we try to bring you all kinds of sports. We're gonna try to bring you all kinds of sports, and it kind of hard for me to get back in NASCAR and golf and all that stuff. It kind of hard for me to get back in because new new kids on the block. Put it that way.
Hmm.
New kids on the block. But any final thoughts? And shout out my brother.
Hey, shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. Hey, let's get ready for college football season. It's August the 6th. Hey, it's a long road to January. So, hey, buckle up, enjoy the ride. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Be safe, drink plenty of water, stay out of trouble, take care of yourselves and each other. And one last thing, go dogs. Go dogs. Sick 'em. Woof, 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 woof. Armando
Thank you.
Black has officially left the building, bro. It's been a pleasure, man. Great show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'd like to say to all my Auburn fans, don't be despair. cheer up. Because guess what? It's a new season. And it's about to begin August the 29th, Friday in Waco, where Auburn gonna beat them. Then we got a game at home. And hey, just sit back and relax. And don't be so tense. Let's 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 support our team. I know there's gonna be a lot of Auburn fans that travel to Waco, and I know Auburn fans travel well. And it all depends on how many tickets they give us at Waco. But go show support them young men. Hey, show you got their back. Hey, we finna kick off the season. We should kick it off right, 1-0 after night one of football. And love and respect. Love and respect yourself. Because if you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. Self love is the best kind of love. Because who you can love you better than you love yourself? And on one final note, let me say this right here.
This has been a 20 East Media Network LLC special presentation. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Thanks for coming. Now you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. See ya.
Peace. We are out.